Hey, and welcome back to another video. It is your Lifestylist K, your secure woman mentor, and we are back. So, I wanted to really dive in a little bit more into the nice girl thing, right? I really want to talk about the difference between nice girl and just being your authentic, kind self. Number one, because a lot of us are just authentically nice, kind. And to still be us and who we are, we just can't throw, you know, a part of us away because of a few bad apples who didn't know how to or don't know how to appreciate us as a nice girl. So I want to give 3 key points on why it's more important to be your authentic, kind self as opposed to nice. So let's dive into it. Day in, day out, believe in strangers for help. Don't dwell upon this thought right now. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, I've talked about being a nice girl and what that stems from: people pleasing, wanting validation. We already know what that stems from. If not, you can always wait till the end of this video, click off and go back, or I'll hopefully can post it somewhere here where you can go and get that full kind of breakdown of releasing the nice girl persona. But what I want to really dive into is the nice girl versus your kind and authentic self. Because we don't want to not be who we are. We just want to do it in a way where we're not being mishandled or mistreated. Now, your authentic kindness comes from a genuine place, a place that comes from integrity and allows you to align with your values, right? As opposed to the nice girl, we just want to people please. We want the validation. We want people to like us, or we know the difference, right? And so that kindness is more authentic than you being nice. We want to make sure that when we are being ourselves, we are doing it for our authentic reason, nothing else outside of that. And if you find yourself doing it so someone will like you, you need to check you. We think just because a person will accept all the things that we do because we're nice, we think that they appreciate us. In reality, they're using. But when you operate from a place of authentic kindness, you know when someone truly appreciates you. You know when someone isn't attempting to drain your energy. So as you operate and as you build up this ability to be more kind and be your authentic self, as opposed to just being this overly nice person, ask yourself, are your actions motivated by fear of rejection, or is it coming from an authentic place? That's one question you should ask yourself when it comes to having people in your life and you find yourself going into that space of being nice. Because if we don't check ourselves, we will find ourselves in a roller coaster of our old self. And as we're growing, we start to realize what role our boundaries play when it comes to protecting our energy. You want to make sure that you're protecting yourself, and the way to do that is by setting boundaries. I don't know if people really like that word boundaries. I think people think that they have boundaries, but in reality, you don't. So we have to make sure that we're setting boundaries so that we are protecting our energy. With boundaries, it protects our emotional well-being. You know how it feels to overgive, overdo, how you feel drained, how you're emotionally empty because you're giving so much of yourself and you're not receiving that in return. And boundaries allow you to check yourself at the door when it comes to you going above and beyond for people who do not appreciate that authentic kindness that you have. Protecting your energy allows you to show up fully and compassionate to the things that you want to show up at, right? Because if you're overly doing a thing that you really don't want to do, and then there's things that you do want to do, you find yourself not being as enthusiastic about it because you've overgiven in an area where you should have said no. Because as you grow, you want to really give yourself or be your authentic self in the places where it truly matters. And so I want to give you a couple of signs that you are operating in your authentic self, yeah, right? Your authentic kindness. Number one, you're going to feel at peace. You're going to feel balanced when you do something for someone. It won't feel forced. It won't feel like you have to do it when you really don't want to do it. And you also have to look at how people react when you say no to a thing as well, right? Are you jumping up and saying, okay, okay, I'll do it, I'll do it? Are you giving in to that? Because you have to make sure that you're being authentic to yourself and true to yourself. Your no is always a full sentence because we don't want to come off as resentful and we don't want to drain our energy source for people who are underappreciating us and undervaluing our ability to just to be us without doing anything. Another way you know you're operating out of your authentic self, you engage in acts of kindness without expecting anything in return. That's a big one. Most of the time we're not expecting anything, but when you can really give yourself and not truly expect anything, that's how you know that, okay, you're giving to a place where you're appreciated. And that makes the difference in the feelings that you feel. And always remember your authentic kindness builds relationships and a mutual respect and a give and take, not just a take, take, take. While you give, 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 it's a give and take. You find yourself around people who are considering you just as much as you are considering them. Because outside of your authentic kindness, you are operating out of a place of dependency and manipulation. And we don't want to consistently go down that route. That's how you find yourself in very toxic relationships, friendships, workshops, just all types of manipulative situations. And you don't want that. As you grow and as you build yourself, as you build your boundaries and your standards, remember to always operate from your authentic kindness because you don't want to come off as the nice girl because people can see that as a weakness. But when you come off as someone who's authentic to themselves, they then know, okay, that this woman has, number one, has boundaries. And although she's nice or kind, she's not going to do everything. She will tell you no. And that's how you want to come off. That's how you want to step in a room. That's how you want to build upon your relationships. Hey, I care about you, but I'm not doing that. Right? And so as you grow and as you learn, just remember that it's always in your best interest to always be authentic to you. And don't ever give in to someone's manipulative tactics just to please them. This is about pleasing you and having a mutual respect for another person just as they have respect for you.